Hi, welcome back to Motech Performance. I'm Mike, behind the camera is Rory. In this week's vlog, we go on the configurator and we spec this colour car, M3 G80 Techno Violet with the Ultimate Pack and 1000 M wheels. It's £121,000. But would you have that or this? So let's start off with the car. It is an individual BMW colour. It's a Techno Violet. So to me, it's quite an important colour because it's almost as old as me. It's an E36 M3 colour. So it has this real sort of blue sort of tinge to it when the light hits it. So on the car, we don't actually spec it for too many options. Some of them, for a car that generally sits in the car park or is a bit of a visual car, there's no point in spending a heap onto it. So we didn't go for the Ultimate Pack because obviously we can change that out if we wanted to. So the only option this car has comfort access to. So it has things like heated steering wheel and no radar and things like that. And of course the adaptive headlamps and the individual paint. No carbon interior and no carbon exterior, which is absolutely beautiful for us because of course we can make it our own. So front of the car, as you already see, or you can see online, G80s, they look pretty good, pretty mean from standard, but of course for us, it's about taking it to the next level and making it a bit more of your own. This car runs a full complete AC Schnitzer front splitter, which actually comes in 3 different parts. It has the lower splitter finished in the satin black and the 2 drop downs. These sort of elements here, just to give the car a bit more depth. Now they're finished in the gloss black to match up the original ones, just to give the car a bit of a different profile. So also with AC, we had to add the design elements. So they do 2 bonnet elements and 2 front wing elements. And they actually don't give any performance gain, but on this colour car, they just break up some of the purple. They just give it more of an aggressive look and work very well. If this car was white or silver, they would look very stuck on and you get that real contrast. But I think for this, just a bit more detail looks pretty good. So it's the full AC Schnitzer conversion and also the dive planes. These also finished in the gloss black really give this car a bit more of an aggressive snout, a bit of a nose. So you imagine this car coming up behind you. Obviously, it means business. The car's got plenty of power. So that is the full conversion from the Schnitzer on the front end. Now, these come in gloss black. You can color code them. Also on the front of the car, as you can see, it was a non-Ultimate Pack car. So we changed out the lower black ducts, which were this black, and then like a black mesh on top of it. It's really weak from BMW. We changed them up for the gloss black ones, which is basically a copy of the carbon Ultimate Pack ones. They work really well. Yeah, again, with the black accents from AC, just give it a bit more of an aggressive front. And of course, CSL grille. Now this car does run a number plate. It does actually run a Motech Pacific plate, but also one of the other things we've done as well is we fitted the Magna plates. They literally just stick on. We'll show you that over an overlay in a minute. And they look really smart. So when we take the cars to shows and events, it looks ultra aggressive. Put the plate on, nice and friendly for Mr. Policeman not to pull me over. Last thing on the front, 50th anniversary badge. Said before, said a number of times, I'm a big fan of these. They really just changed the car and I believe all M cars should have them. It's just a step up from the normal. So interior is completely standard. Now I actually don't mind the silver. I think they all tend to have a lot of carbon, so it's nice to break it up, but I understand carbon is special. Side of the car, as you can see how it sits, this is on our Stance Plus spring kits. We do a number of different spring kits for the G80, ranging from just a 15mm front drop to this. This is the most aggressive spring kit that we offer. So it's a 35 front and a 10mm rear. Now to get it that low on the front, we also use the M3 or the M4 CSL bump stop, which is slightly smaller than the original one. And of course, it still works with adaptive dampers. Driven the car to Holland, it's done about 1,300 miles now. I took it home last night. It is absolutely perfect. It drives really, really well. Biggest thing you can see on the side of the car are these MW 1.2. This is a forged center wheel with a 2-part split rim. One of the ethoses for us to always get new cars is to shout about a new product. If we already had our M2 and gone, here's the M2 you've already seen before, here's some new wheels for it, it doesn't have the same impact. So of course, when I knew we were getting this car, or the wheel should I say, we had to go with a bit of this old school theme. This wheel was kind of a bit of a hark back to how wheels used to be, with a bit of a dish, old school BBS, that sort of vibe. Of course, it's our MW1, but as a two-piece, finished in the white gold, absolutely stunning. Now on the wheels, they're hidden hardware, so the bolts is behind, that's to give it this real clean Euro look, if you like, and also just makes keeping the wheel really clean on top. Brakes, we haven't touched them, but one thing I will say is we did actually opt for having the calipers in black, which is a real game changer for us, because of course when we're changing wheels up all the time on the car, having a black caliper just means it's a bit neutral. Sometimes when they're blue and red, when you're putting different colour wheels onto them, it can contrast, so the black looks absolutely perfect. And as you can see how the car sits, it is perfect. Down the side of the car, we have the AC Schnitzer side skirts, which actually mimic the front. So they have this sort of textured finish just around the whole front and side of the cars, just brings it down. And on top of the gloss black parts, we actually have the AC Schnitzer protection strip. Because if you're like me and can be a bit clumsy and a bit Bigfoot, you can get these scratched up pretty quickly. So the fact that they're just an attached on graphic just gives the car a bit more of an edge, and of course it stops it getting scratched. Something different rather than PPF. That is the side of the car. Let's go to the back where it actually makes some noise. So back of the car, these are one of my favorite things. I'm a big fan of a top spoiler. We still don't do enough of them, we should do. This is an AC Schnitzer part again, and we have them gloss black to just mimic the roof rails and of course the dark carbon roof. If you body color this, it kind of gives it a bit of a window frame. But what we did body color is the rear spoiler. Now take off the gloss black top one. We didn't want to go carbon, something a bit different. AC Schnitzer gives us the ability to body color it. Now, what we want to do is obviously change how the car looks when we go to shows, car and coffee events. When you see the car, it just looks different from the next. There's nothing wrong with adding carbon or gloss black parts, but of course we want to give the car a different profile. So that had to be done, and of course painted in the Techno Violet. Yeah, again, 50th anniversary rear badge. I think it does look really smart on there. The original ones are quite nice. Bumper protection strip on this as well. Yet again, the BMWs, when it's raining and stuff, that's quite a popular area for the dirt and the muck just to sort of sit there. That part gets scratched quite quickly, so replacing that and protecting it, obviously, you know, one of those things, it's better to protect. Back of the car, my favorite thing, 4 110mm carbon fiber tailpipes are polished insert. That's mated to the AC Schnitzer system. This is a really good system. The box is larger than the Remus, so that gives us more flexibility. So when the valve is closed, it's quiet in the Remus, but when it's open, it is as loud as the Remus. So it gives you best of both worlds. The Remus Race is great if it really is that weekend car, but if you're doing some miles and you've got family and kids, this is also one to consider. It's a really nice system and it gives plenty of depth and tone. Probably going to overlay some clips of it in a minute, but it is a really good system. I'm really happy with it. Also onto the sound of the car, ram air intake. Absolutely lovely. We've done a few of these now on our own demo cars. It's a real popular one for the online shop, for mail ordering or for fitting. They just do everything very well. They look good, they sound good, they perform well. And every time I put my foot down, they put a smile on my face, which is half the reason why we do a lot of this stuff. So also to the rear of the car, which I think is really important as well. And if we're coming round Rory, you should be able to see this. These 295, 25, 21 tyres. When you follow this car down the road, they have this huge tyre either side. It just means the car is pretty aggressive, stance well, and looks amazing. We run the Yokohama V107. It is a BMW star rated tyre. That's a bit of a rundown of where we're at so far on the M3. It's so far been responded very well. We're in now very early March. We're hoping to get it to some events, cars and coffee events and things like that. And it'd be good to actually see some people and actually see what they think of the car. But people, when they come here, see it. It looks great. Yes, we missed the M2, but what would you have done differently? Would you go on carbon, gloss black, picked a different colour? Would you pick a touring? And we're always open for suggestions, because like I say, this car will probably be up for sale October, November time, so we can get something else for December, January to release another new wheel, hopefully, and a new style, what we can do. So let us know what you think of the G80 and what would you have done differently.